well, speaking of other things that we haven't played, we also had Summer Games Fest, which I did not get all of the games from that listed into the show notes yet. So I just found a list of that was on another website that has it was on Polygon that has everything from Summer Games Fest. So you guys could click through and see all that. And I must have missed some of it because, well, first off, I got home and I sat down. And I was like, okay, it's already on. So I put it on 2x speed to try and catch up to the live show because I wanted to get it done before we started this. And I was watching through. And then when I looked at this list, I was like, wait a second. I didn't see a new Cuphead game. I didn't see the Alien Isolation 2 game. So I must have missed, like, maybe some of this was in the pre-show. I missed a lot of stuff. But I want, like, of the stuff that I watched, I made a list of the things that I was excited about, and I'll talk about a couple of those in a minute.
Tupac. You're excited about Tupac. You missed that too, Bob. Did you see Tupac?
From Stranger Than Heaven?
I did see Tupac, and I went, "What the hell?" He's not around.
No,
he's a hologram.
He's a hologram.
They got the hologram.
Yeah, that was weird.
So, Bob, what of the games at Summer Games Fest did you see that you were like, okay, I'm excited for that?
There was a lot more than I expect. My monitor's freaking out. Is my audio okay?
You sound great.
Yeah, you're good.
There was a lot more than I thought there was. Now I'm looking at the list, and it's this list is kind of top loaded with a lot of good stuff. Resident Evil Code Veronica. They just called it Resident Evil Veronica, which sounds weird. I've never played. I was a big Resident Evil fan back in the day. I skipped Code Veronica for whatever reason. I think it was on the Dreamcast, and I just didn't have one.
It was.
And I want to play that. So I'm glad that this is the remake I've been waiting for. So I'm happy to play that. I think Mighty Cuphead looks really good. I like that they have a CRT filter.
Me too.
Jen Atlas is that's the guy who made Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. That looks good. Last Ronin, the Ninja Turtle game. We knew about this, right? This is like,
I don't know if we knew there was a game. I knew that they were making a movie and then they canceled it. I didn't know about the game.
If we knew about the game, did we know that it was platinum?
That's what I'm wondering. I think we knew about the game, but we didn't know it was platinum.
That sounds correct. Yeah.
And you, Rich, you're a huge platinum guy, right?
Yeah, I'm at a point now where, like, they got me back. I was worried that platinum was done for, but Ninja Gaiden 4 was so good that, yeah, I was worried that, like, all the key people left and they just didn't have enough of that, like, pedigree anymore. But Ninja Gaiden 4 was really good. So hopefully Last Ronin follows. You know, this is actually Platinum's second TMNT game, and the first one is like on the Xbox 360. It's been delisted since, right? It was on Steam as well, and it was part of like the trio of games that they published, that Namco published. So it was like Avatar: The Last Airbender, I think. Maybe not that, but like one of the anime games, TMNT, and then something else I forgot. Transformers Devastation. In any case, the TMNT one was like a bit undercooked, so it didn't get very good reception. So I'm hoping that this is like redemption for Platinum and TMNT.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutants in Manhattan.
Is that the one from?
I think so. Just my quick Googling. I don't remember if I played this one.
I don't know. I've never even heard of that one.
Not that one.
It's not that one.
No, I'm sorry. It is that one. I'm sorry. I'm bugging. Yeah, it's that one.
I don't remember. I don't think I played that one.
Yeah. So it's a good game, but not to their standards is how I would put it.
I'm excited to try that. Also, that's just a really good story, The Last Ronin.
Yes. Yeah.
Besides that, Crossfire looks really good. It looks like Metal Gear Solid 5. So that it looks like a stealth, like military stealth game. Where
you're the two people?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, there's two people really in it. I think you play as the female character, but I don't know. I don't know if you switch back and forth.
Yeah, from when I was watching it, I was like, is this a multiplayer game or is it a single player? Like, is it you, like, or is Bob and Rich going to team up and play co-op? And they didn't say.
It says it's single player according to Polygon.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure. But
and this is the one that has like
cool.
This is the one that has developers from like previous Sony developers, previous Naughty Dog, previous Infinity Ward. So yeah, this also so did Highguard. a lot of the same.
Oh no!
but nonetheless, I'm excited.
I thought we were getting Highguard again when Guild Wars 3 was being shown. I was like, that looks like Highguard.
I didn't even see that one.
But because he was riding in on like a weird
creature. Yeah.
Anyway, they did make a big deal about how in this game you take cover and you like the character like touches the cover and interacts with it all weird, kind of like you do in Uncharted when you walk towards a wall and he puts his hand on the wall. So that makes a lot of sense if there's some Naughty Dog people involved. But that game looks cool.
I felt like the guy said like it's a new kind of cover system that you have to learn how to use. And when he said
I
that, I was like,
all of that. That's like saying
it.
It's a Strand type game. It doesn't mean anything.
It's marketing.
And I think that's really all that I cared about.
What were the games that jumped out at you, Rich? Oh, you're muted.
I think Bob got all of them except maybe Alien Isolation 2. I don't know if you mentioned that one, Bob. I didn't play
the
first.
Didn't.
Okay. I didn't play the first, but I do intend to before the second one comes out. And there wasn't like a whole lot in that trailer for Alien Isolation 2, but it was enough to pique my interest. Going back to Cuphead, that one, like they talk about it as those like 8-bit and kind of Sega Master System ish. To me, it looks very like Game Boy Advance ish, which I just love that era of 2D platforming. That reminds me, Bob, have you seen the game Deca Duck? Deka Duck on Steam?
Deka Duck.
You might like that game.
Oh boy.
It looks really good. I haven't played it yet. There's a demo.
Oh, yes. Oh, there's a demo.
Yeah, there's a demo. So this is like a Mega Man style game, really colorful.
This is like a Mega Man X13. That's what this looks like.
Yeah, exactly. It looks badass. So I plan on playing that this weekend, but as soon as I saw it, I thought of you.
That looks awesome. There was also, during like the Day of the Devs thing, they talked, this was after Summer Games Fest, like right before we went live. They talked about that game Screenbound that went viral like a few years ago. It's the game where you're playing on it's a first person 3D game, but your character's playing on a Game Boy.
Yeah.
So the game is also 2-dimensional on the Game Boy. So the world around you is 3D and you see everything, but you're also playing the same platforming stuff 2-dimensional on a Game Boy. It's very weird, but it looks really cool. They showed more of that. And there's a demo on stage.
There's a demo.
Finally.
Cool.
Yeah,
so that's
awesome.
going to be cool. So that's 3 demos we talked about today. Onimusha, Deca Duck, Screenbound.
Oh, man.
They also announced in Screenbound they're adding a second cartridge for the Game Boy. So it's not just a 2D side scroller. It's also a top-down Zelda-like.
What?
Yeah. So
this
you could play.
This is wild.
This is insane.
I don't know how the hell all that's going to work. It could also be terrible.
It could be. I feel like what I'll end up doing is I'll just be staring at the little miniature screen within my screen, and I won't be able to focus on both things. And so I'll just end up.
You'll have to dart your eyes around.
Yeah, which I'll be bad at that. Really bad at that. One thing, like in Muddy Cuphead Adventure, I love that the trailer's in 4:3.
I love that it's
really
on
cool.
a CRT.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to tell how good that filter is. It's probably just a generic filter, but I like to see more of that instead of just giving me the pixel art, you know?
Yeah,
That's
I definitely prefer. I never used to use shaders when I played retro games, but then I was like, I don't remember what I was watching, but I was watching someone that was playing it and showing how to do it, and I was like, okay. No, it was a website that I was looking at, and they were explaining why CRT filters are better, and it's because basically the original designers were designing around the limitations of CRT at the time.
Did they use that example of like the Dracula from Castlevania?
I don't remember, but
that's the one that I always
that,
see.
a side by side. Yeah,
it's the pixel art versus like what it looks like with the CRT filter, and it
Scan
looks
lines.
like way more like a person.
Yeah. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And it never occurred to me. And so ever since
the same
then,
thing happened to
anytime.
me. I used to always just do the crisp pixels, like the pixel perfect scaling. And then this only happened like as of like a year ago. I just decided to start because it is actually like way easy. I think it's just easier now to get shaders. Like they're already on RetroArch. You just hit the download button. So yeah, I like that. I've been experimenting with that a lot more too.
But you mentioned Alien Isolation, Rich. So I love that you're going to play the first one. The first one is my all-time favorite horror game. I absolutely love the original Alien Isolation. It's terrifying and incredibly fun. And the fact that you cannot kill the alien is just awesome. So I love that game. Alien Isolation 2, I'm over the moon for. What, am I not there?
Did we lose him?
Am I back
He
or
blipped
no?
out of existence.
Oh,
Nope.
wow.
And
You're
you're on a
sort
different
of back.
My camera's
you're on a
completely
different
gone?
mic and your camera's gone.
it seems to be that way.
Microphone? Oh, yeah, it's on my. What the hell? Real quick, I wanted to shout out our Parody merch store. If you haven't checked it out yet, I've got some really cool designs up there for you, including Schrodinger's console. If you can't decide if your Steam machine is going to be a console or a PC, it can be both at the same time. Plus, we've got DRM. You've bought it, but they own it. And my favorite, He Doesn't Like You, which features a couple of robots that I think you've probably seen before. Link in the description down below. Now, let's get back to the conversation. Slight technical difficulties. Hopefully, everything comes back to normal. The last thing I was talking about was Alien Isolation 2. And what I was saying before the technical difficulties was this looks like it's a really long way off. Like they said, pre-alpha footage. They didn't show gameplay. As excited as I am for this, stop talking about games that aren't coming out anytime soon. It drives me up the wall. You know, when's
it coming out?
Well, we don't know, but all we have is pre-alpha footage is what it says. So it's not even beta yet. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's coming out, next week. Who knows? But I'm very excited about it, but it really took the wind out of my sails that we heard about this game originally, 2 years ago? I think.
That sounds
they're
reasonable.
still in pre-alpha? Like, come on, guys. I know it takes a long time to make a game, but just don't announce it that soon. All right.
I mean, Nintendo's gotten a lot better at announcing things like right before they release it.
A whole lot better.
Yes, Nintendo's very good at that. I would say that, I think the best example of announcing things at the exact right time was when Bethesda announced Fallout 4. Like they had the presentation. They were like, Fallout 4 coming out in 3 months, and in the meantime, you can play this mobile game. And I was like, freaking great. Fallout 4 didn't really set the world on fire for me, but it was still I think that was a good way to announce it just a couple months before. Anyway, the other games that I'm looking forward to, you guys that we already mentioned Crossfire. Bob mentioned Guild Wars 3 as if it was a footnote, and I wrote down in my notes Guild Wars 3 with an entire line of exclamation points. I loved the first Guild Wars. And then when Guild Wars 2 came out, I probably have 600 hours in Guild Wars 2. That game just sucked me in, and I just kept playing and playing and playing. So ArenaNet making Guild Wars 3, honestly, I didn't really think that would ever happen. So I'm very excited about it, even though all we really saw was I don't even think we saw gameplay. I think it was just cinematic stuff. But that one I'm super excited for. Speaking of demos, we talked about a little bit about demos that were available. 1666 Amsterdam has a free prologue that's available right now, apparently on Steam, and I think Epic Games Store as well. That game looks cool. Interested in it. And then Star Wars Galactic Racer, I can't wait to play that. That looks really good. But then the big one, Final Fantasy VII Revelation, coming to all platforms. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was my game of the year, the year that came out. Final Fantasy VII Remake was the game of the year for me, the year that came out. I love Final Fantasy VII. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with this. I like the new mechanics that they added in with extra gear so you can customize your build a little bit more. I can't wait to see where they're going with the story, because the story seems like it's repeating what originally happened in the original game, but they're putting a weird twist on it, and I still can't quite figure out what that twist is going to be. So I'm very excited for that. But those are the games that I saw in this that I was like, yes, can't wait. Super excited.
That's interesting. We almost completely went over the big reveal, which was Final Fantasy. And in the PlayStation one, we just never talked about God of War.
Oh, that's
which
right.
was the big reveal of that one. But
yeah, and there's been a lot said about God of War Lofty. I mean, it looks good. I don't know if it's going to be good. It looks fine to me. I think it looks
good. I think it's interesting. I was not a big fan of the God of War 2018, so I'm just not going to play it.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, Final Fantasy VII, good catch. That game looks amazing. I won't commit to finishing the first two before this one comes out. That seems like a tougher hill for me to climb than beating Alien Isolation before 2 comes out.
They also announced Final Fantasy was all platforms at launch, so that includes the Nintendo Switch too.
Oh,
yes,
that's nice.
I won't get it on that. I'll get it on PC. Because I have the first 2 on PC, so that'll be where I really focus on it. They seem to be
very well optimized on all platforms.
Yeah, Square's been doing really good with that.
And Bill, this was the first time we really saw gameplay of Galactic Racer. Is that true?
I'm not sure if what we saw before was gameplay or not. But the biggest criticism everybody had was, where's the damn pod racers? They definitely focused on pod racers this time around. Like there were tons of pod racers, and I'm hyped for Galactic Racer. Bob, are you looking forward to that?
I did like the pod racer game for the N64. I don't know how interested I am to relive that.
I will say the logo.
It sounds like they have
one.
They have one toe dipped in, like doing a new game for like the pod racing game. This seems like a completely different thing, but then also you could still play pod racers if you could still play in pod racers if you want to.
Yeah, I think it looks cool. Oh, and then there's another Star Wars game, Star Wars Zero Company, which is a Star Wars XCOM style game.
Yeah,
which seems cool, but I those are the kind of games I want to like, and then I play them and I'm like, I suck so bad at them that I get frustrated and stop.
I like some game, like there's this game called Breach and Clear I would play on my phone. It feels like strategy games like that feel like good, like point and click or like phone games. I don't know about playing it with like a controller, you know? Mm-hmm. When I saw in this list, when I saw that Star Wars game, the whatever the hell, the XCOM looking one, I thought it was Republic Commando, like doing a new Republic Commando, and that would have been cool, but whatever.
Honestly, I would like to see, if we're just saying which old Star Wars games we would like to see revived, I have multiples. Number 1, TIE Fighter needs to come back. They need to bring back TIE Fighter. And then this one, I'm going to say, and absolutely nobody is going to agree with me, Star Wars Rebellion. If you never played Star Wars Rebellion, it's an old-ass PC game, 4X, where you play as the Empire or the Alliance, and basically you have to like take control of planets by micromanaging where your people are. So you're like, all right, I'm going to send Han Solo to this planet so that he can cause an uprising there because he's good at that kind of thing. I'm going to send Leia to this planet so that she can capture that planet with diplomacy. Or you can play as the Empire instead, and then you can to focus on what kind of stuff are you going to build. So do you want to build a Death Star, or do you want to build a massive fleet? and that kind of thing. It's a really, really great game. I put so many hours in it back in the 90s, so it was a very long time ago. I would love to see that come back, but it's never happening.
When you Google it, the board game comes up first.
There's a board game?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to check that out.